Okay, it should be a brief video, but who knows with the way I fucking rant on about things. Let's talk about the pouch ammunition 30M1. Now, most collectors, reenactors are going to call this, it's a carbine pouch. It's not a fucking carbine pouch. It's not a carbine mag pouch. It's not anything to do with carbines, except it does fit carbine magazines. Also fits M1 Grand M blocks. Hence why it's called pouch ammunition 30M1. And if you don't know what this is, I don't actually have a normal version, which I discovered yesterday. I only have the later versions with the extra holes on the bottom. Now there is a reason for this video. But before we get to that, this is one of those items where there are an undocumented amount of variations. I know of 299 variations with this pouch. Comes down to colour, manufacturer, year, edging. It's honestly one of those things where I don't think anybody would ever get to know how many different variations exist. As I say, 299 known types at the moment. And of course, there's always going to be one out there that goes, oh wait, that doesn't match any of these either. So yeah, if you want to go into collecting something really, really geeky, you can try and get all of these. Now, it started off with one that looked like that. I am purposely covering the two holes on the bottom because they initially came like that. And then you soon find that when you slide these on the belt, you soon run out of room, and there's no room to hang things from on the belt. So they added the grommets, rivets, eyelets on the bottom of these, so then you could hang stuff from the bottom. Really, really simple. The back comes in two types as well. You get the two sliders, and you get one big fat slider. Do I have a big fat one? No, because all these are late. Ah, yes, like this one. So you've got that on the back. So it's just one giant. And most of them will have a popper on the inside, like so, so you can clip it into position on the end of the pistol belt, where there is also the male version of this popper. Now you're going to ask me, why isn't there a popper on both sides of the belt? Well, that's a good question. That I don't know. Probably cost and the fact you adjust the belt from one side. However, pop it on one side, it will stop anything else sliding off the belt. So you get the normal version without the grommets, and then they added the grommets on. So you've got two variations straight away with lots and lots of sub-variations, manufacturer, year, etc, etc. You'll also get British-made versions. And unlike some of the other British stuff, it's very, very similar. It just has, that more Britishy webbing. And of course, obviously inside, it's clearly stamped British-made, just as a warning, because, you know, it ain't going to last. No, it should be fine. Now, the main reason for this video is there are some exceedingly rare, super rare, uber rare types of this. I mean, this isn't that rare. It's just got that pea sort of coloured green. And that's Gailey 45. And to give you an example, that's a normal Gailey 45, and it's more of a normal colour. If I show you the back, there you go, you can sort of see there is a colour difference, even though the light is quite bright that's there. Not a that rare variation, but is one. And you do get lots of transitional ones of these. What's that? That's, it was dated once, but no remains of. Oh, actually, it's just been stamped. That's handy. It's been stamped over by somebody's laundry number, so I couldn't tell you who made that. Anyway, now let me find the normal version. So Avery made lots of different items of webbing during the war, and they made a lot of stuff in OD7 late war. So there's the normal version of the M1 ammunition pouch, or whatever the correct bloody title is, I've already forgotten it. Pouch ammunition 30M1. Now, the rarest M1 pouch to get hold of is also made by Avery in 45. Nylon wasn't really being used on webbing. It's considered a sort of Korea, Vietnam issue thing. However, Avery made a few, and I do mean a few, with sewn on nylon edging. Why this was done, nobody fucking knows, of course. Whether it was a trial, a test, or they just had some to hand for whatever reason and were playing around with it. Now, these are rare as shit. They are a pain in the ass to find, and frankly they're fucking ugly, so why you'd actually want to go out your way to find one, I don't really know, unless you're trying to collect all 30 billion versions of these. Is it worth much? Probably not. It is just a very, very rare oddity to come across, so if you want one, good luck. I got this through pretty much sheer luck. And even when it arrived, I was like, is that one? I wasn't sure. Is this just been modified post-war or late war? Or, but no, it is absolutely spot on. I mentioned this in my book even before I actually owned one. I couldn't even find a photograph of one. So I might amend the book and stick that in at some point, just so there is a picture of this frankly fucking ugly pouch, because the nylon's just horrible. The way it almost looks like it's done after they made it, but it's really not. Yeah, it really is part of the ugly pouch. Yeah, I told you it was going to be a quick video. I do need to buy some of the normal types without the poppers on the bottom, because only today I discovered I don't own any, so I need to go on a mission and buy a load. I mean, loads of the stupid ones are poppers. These are just the ones I grabbed out the cabinet. And again, as I said, all shades of OD3, OD7, and things in between which don't really have numbers, like that weird pea green sort of colour. Usually associated with sort of Marine Corps kit, but I don't think it is. I just think it's one of the weird colours of materials. And also, you imagine a big, massive reel of cloth, hence why they call them cutters tags. They're not called cutters tags, they're called shade tags. You get that throughout it so that you can match the shade of the cloth, because the cloth on the outside is subjected to UV rays and fades a lot quicker than the stuff in the middle, because that's not subjected to the rays. Yes, I know, they are not cutters tags. Anyway, yeah, that's it. That's enough of a rant about carbine pouches from me. So yes, there are some very rare examples out there. I will try and find a lot more of the normal versions to add to the collection. Anyway, told you it'd be sweet. Laters.